Tom Cruise denies Invincible. And also in this video, we'll be covering the news about Invincible Season 5 and pretty much the plan around the release schedule for every season. So let's get right into this. So, to begin, like I said, to begin this video, Tom Cruise rejected Invincible. So, during the premiere yesterday, this kind of like exclusive premiere for Invincible Season 4, where I think the first 2 episodes got shown. There's to like a very select few amount of people, like not many people were there, but we did get some information there. They ran a panel. I don't know if I think it might have been after the episodes or maybe before. I'm not sure, but either way, they ran a panel during that premiere where Robert Kirkman literally just was discussing stuff and answering questions, etc. And I guess it got on topic of probably guest voice actors or like whatever voice actors that they tried to get or wanted, whatever. And Tom Cruise, his name got brought up. And if you don't know, previously I made a video about this like a year ago. It got brought up again during this like premiere panel, whatever. But yeah, Bryan Cranston, they talked about that again, how he denied Invincible multiple times. And similarly here, Tom Cruise did the same thing. Robert Kirkman confirms that he asked Tom Cruise if he wanted to be a voice actor for a character in Invincible, and then Tom Cruise rejected. So can't say I'm surprised, but here it seems like they only tried once and he rejected. Then again, I don't see Tom Cruise being the type of guy to do something at this point, especially at this point in his career, where he has if he doesn't have any interest in it. So obviously he wasn't interested in it. That's why he rejected. He's just kind of doing passion projects at this point in his career, and that's fair enough. From the sounds of it, they only asked him one time, and after he rejected them, the Robert Kirkman, I guess, his team just didn't try again, didn't bother, which totally makes sense. But it's interesting because it's like, if he was interested in it, I think he would have easily done it. I don't think it was down to the money. I know people are gonna say, "Oh man, luckily it didn't happen," because then the whole bunch of the whole meme, it has some truth to it. But the meme about how Invincible spends pretty much majority of their money on the voice actors, and then obviously hinders animation, whatever. You know what I mean? How they should be spending more money on animation, that's what people say, instead of the voice actors, which has some truth to it. But the animation is still very good. Like, I don't know, I feel like people are kind of tripping about, they're exaggerating about the level of animation, but that's besides the point. Tom Cruise definitely wouldn't ask for, honestly, like a whole lot of money. If he was interested in it, he would have done it for a discounted price, maybe even free, to be honest. I know it might sound kind of crazy, but I kind of do see him being that type of guy. And now the next part of this whole like Tom Cruise Invincible thing. Let's say he did accept it. Let's say he was in Invincible and doing voice acting for a certain character, a certain role. Who would that be? Okay, because I haven't really read that much Invincible, so I'm not that obviously deep into the actual lore. So if you are, let me know in the comment section down below what character you'd be playing. Would it be some like variant? I don't even know who it would be. I have no clue. It's just kind of insane to think about that they asked. And it seems that like a lot of these upper like high tier, like Bryan Cranston and Tom Cruise are like they are legendary actors, honestly. So these are like the literally top upper echelon, like the best, the highest you can at least try to get, right? And it seems like the common theme so far, there's a pattern of these upper echelon ones as being like, no, I don't really want to be in it. Obviously, there's still goated like very good actors. Obviously, Steve Yeun, he's literally Mark. But you get what I mean. Like, there's still levels to it. Tom Cruise, Bryan Cranston, they're on like a whole different level, respectfully. So we'll see. Maybe, you know what? I wouldn't be surprised in the press tour for season 5 next year, which we'll get into in a second. If they do another panel and then Robert Kirkman says, yeah, you know what? We tried to get this another upper echelon actor. Like if he says, oh, we tried to get Leonardo DiCaprio and he rejected, he denied. I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, bro. It seems like every season or whatever, every year, the Invincible team is trying to get some very, very big name, and it just doesn't go well. Like, obviously, with Bryan Cranston, it was a bit different. Robert Kirkman asked him like many times, multiple times, and he rejected them. Probably just because they're not interested in it, right? I don't even think it comes down. I don't even think it's a money thing. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm looking. Maybe I don't know. Maybe my interpretation, the way I view them, their character is different. But I don't think it's really a money thing. I just don't think they're interested in doing this, especially like a voice acting thing. I don't know if it's like them thinking it's kind of, I don't know, beneath them or whatnot. That could be possible because they are like more into like I guess traditional acting per se, not voice acting. So I wonder what the reason is. We'll obviously never know, but I don't think it's money. But yeah, that's besides the point. The next part here is that Invincible, during the panel, same panel yesterday, Robert Kirkman's talking about Invincible Season 5, and he also talked about like the release schedule. And what I'm about to say is, I'd say it's pretty well known. I kind of covered this, what was it, last year, I think? I think it was last year, yeah. So this is kind of known stuff, but we'll just go over it again because it got reiterated. But Invincible Season 5 plans to release between February, March, or April 2027. And Robert Kirkman in the past has kind of stated this like same type of sentiment about how they're trying to, first of all, release seasons annually, and also that they're going to try to get it in the first few months. Obviously not January, but like, yeah, February, March, or April type. So this is technically an official confirmation of Season 5 coming out in February, March, or April 2027. So in the first few months of the year, which is great. And I even remember him saying last year, like, obviously, to expand onto this idea that they're going to try to get it out. Obviously, like, they're always going for, like, the early, like, February, but there are times where it might take a little bit extra time to polish things up, etc., whatever, so it can be the best, product, best quality. So that's why it might be March or April. But yeah, they even said, like, I don't have the screenshot here, but Robert Kirkman was even talking about how Invincible, they've been working on Invincible Season 5 since Season 2, while was in production, I think, for Season 2, which is pretty insane. But then again, it's like, they did learn a lot. They did learn a lot from Invincible Season 2, the whole mid-season thing. That was a turning point. That was a low moment in terms of the Invincible TV show. But since then, they bounced back, like, real hard. And then they had the whole, like, they streamlined the whole process now to have the seasons yearly. And I guess that was due to the amount of time it took for Season 2. They worked, obviously, on the other seasons during Season 2 as well. But besides the point, the next part of this was that, and there's plans to have the rest of the remaining seasons, that is, to release in the first quarter of every year until the Invincible series ends, which, I just kind of briefly talked about. Obviously, that'd be February, March, or April, around there of each year. And then we already know this next part here, but Robert Kirkman, he's been pretty vocal about saying, like, the amount of seasons he wants. And here it says expecting to end in 7 seasons, which we've heard this number before. And then it says Robert Kirkman wants 9 to 10. Yeah. So maybe this could be, I don't know. Is it a studio's thing where he wants in reality, and wants and needs are kind of two different things. But I doubt Amazon will say no to more Invincible, right? Like, it's a moneymaker for them. Like, this show is always going #1. It has, like, stellar ratings. Obviously, a lot of, like, online presence as well. Merchandise sales. I don't know if they get part of those or whatever, but I would assume so. Like, it has everything you want. Everyone's watching it too. I feel like it's almost like a 4-quadrant type show. But that's besides the point. Like, they would obviously want to go as long as possible if you're Amazon. So it's definitely not like studio interference or something like that. Maybe it's just, I don't know what it is. Like, I thought there was a lot of source material where they could get it to 9 or 10 seasons, which it could be, or maybe wouldn't be the best. And also, it seems like they're going to try to add more and more, like, new stuff, because we know there's that storyline in this upcoming Season 4 of Invincible where Robert Kirkman said, like, it was originally scrapped from the actual, source material, but then he actually added to the show now, kind of fleshed it out, expanded it. So maybe they're going to do more stuff like that. That's why he, like, wants 9, 10 seasons, so you can play around, add more, like, new stuff to it, make it more interesting. But expecting to end 7 means there'd be less of those, I guess, new ideas, maybe? I don't know. This is kind of interesting, to say the least. But yeah, at least we're going to get, like I said, we know we're going to get at least 7 seasons. Hopefully it's not a thing where it somehow just gets randomly canceled. That'd be tragic. But yeah. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised at this point if they're already working on Season 6 somehow. If there's, like, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised about that. I think they might have, did they say they already were? No. Yeah, it was when they were working, it's when, around time last year when 3 was releasing. That's when they said they were working on 5, and that was already pretty insane, because they're like, yeah, we're already working on 4 and 5. So at this point, they're probably working on 6 as well. Maybe even 7, who knows at this point. But yeah, this is a very, very exciting time as an Invincible fan. The season's right around the corner, Season 4 that is. Yeah, let me know what you think about this down below. How excited are you for Invincible Season 4 to come out? And also this news, like, Tom Cruise pretty much rejecting, not wanting to be Invincible. And then also the release schedule, the cadence for pretty much Invincible going forward from Invincible season 3 and onwards. It's going to be yearly, continue to be yearly until I guess the show ends. Whether it's at season 7 at the very least or upwards of 9 or 10. Anyways, let me know down below in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next one. Peace.